Hi there, my name is Ian. I'm a certified master home inspector. I've been inspecting homes for nearly 10 years, mostly for real estate purposes, buyers and sellers. I've seen a lot of inspection reports where there's this huge long list of line items and the buyers are panicking over most of them. It's those few small ones at the bottom of the list that most people aren't paying attention to. Those are the ones that decide whether or not the deal goes through or not, or if it's going to end up costing you thousands and thousands of dollars down the road. I've seen buyers walk away from beautiful homes that look brand new over problems that most people would never look for. So today, I'm going to give you 7 things that we should be looking for in our own homes, things that we should be paying attention to. And stick around because the last one, it's in almost every Canadian home and most people aren't even aware of it. I've lost count of how many homes I've been into doing an inspection. It's got a beautiful kitchen remodel, the bathroom's been all redone, and I come down to the basement and what I see are water lines I might not even trust for another winter. I'm referring to Poly plumbing that can be in homes built from the mid-1980s up to 2000. It's a gray pipe with aluminum fittings. Plumbers call it a ticking time bomb. Insurance companies aren't very thrilled to have that included if you're applying for insurance. Go down to the floor. If you feel a warm spot, could indicate that there's something leaking below it. Even copper, older homes with copper still have some leaks that are starting to develop. It's just water chemistry. The warm water, especially running through these copper lines, it can cause the fittings and some pinholes can start to leak. Buyers, I see they're more excited about the windows than they are the water lines, even though these can be a lot more expensive to replace. Most people think foggy glass when they're walking through a home that they're potentially going to buy. Maybe it's just some dust on the window or maybe some condensation on the outside of the window. A lot of times it's actually in between the panes of glass. You'll actually see signs of water stains, or you might actually see that foggy moisture. What that means is the unit itself has failed. I've done enough Ecoline window inspections where 98% of the houses we do, the units that we're replacing, the windows we're replacing have failed seals. The energy efficiency of the window has been severely reduced because that insulating gas has escaped. So the really only solution is to replace the window. And in a case like this, if this window did have a failed seal, you're looking at anywhere between $2,000 and $5,000, depending on kind of the dimensions and what style you're going for. So really can add up quite quickly if lots of windows in the homes have failed seals. So really something you need to be watching for when you're walking through a house. Here's what surprises lots of buyers out there when I'm doing an inspection of the roof. I spend most of my time not in the middle of the roof. I spend it along the edges, in the valleys where 2 slopes meet. That's where problems can start happening before they're visible in a leak inside the house. What surprises buyers even more is the fact that insurance companies really don't care so much about the condition of the roof as more as they care about the age of it. Roof is 15 to 20 years. That's where they really are going to care when they're issuing your policy. That can affect your premiums, how much they're going to actually cover, whether or not they're going to cover the roof. People aren't aware of that when they're buying a house as to age of the roof and how that affects their ability to get insurance coverage for it. 10 years ago, your electrical panel was probably good enough. Today, we have EV chargers, heat pumps that can all completely change what that panel, how useful that panel is. We also have to look at where the panel is in location to where we want to put something. If we're trying to run a 60 amp wire across the house through the ceilings, there's going to be huge cost to fishing that wire through the ceiling. The actual material costs can be thousands of dollars alone just for the wire itself, let alone adding breakers, upgrading different things to meet more modern standards, especially in relation to arc fault breakers. Always have a good check of the panel. Even before we pull the cover off, we need to see what's going on with our circuit, how many loads there are, and then whether or not it's going to meet your needs in the future. Okay, 2 quick ones. Not because they're going to cost you, $15,000 to fix or something like that. It's because they matter. Especially this one for safety. We're talking about our smoke and CO alarms. Modern houses should have these alarms on basement, main floor, second floor, third floor, every floor of the house. Hallways leading towards bedrooms, every bedroom should have them. A lot of houses I go into, especially the older ones, you might only see 1 detector, if not any. And you might notice that they start to fade yellow over time. That's an indication that they need replacement. Always have a look at the expiry date on that detector. If it's been expired, it's time to replace it. Usually costs around $20 to $30 to replace, so not a huge deal, but it's one of the first things I flag on the report. Every time I see it, I always make sure that people are well aware of this. Come down low here, have a look at our foundation, have a look at the way the ground either slopes into the house or away from the house. Every time I do an inspection, I do a full perimeter check and really focus on the grading. Most people, they're not really concerned or they're not paying attention to how that ground is sloping. So if I see a real negative slope where that ground is really steeply pitched towards the house, there could be a potential for a water issue. Anytime it rains, snow melting, it's gonna hit right against the foundation. It's gonna drain right down the wall, can lead to issues in the basement. So check these areas. If you do have poor grading, it's a fairly simple fix. It just involves adding more soil, more dirt, more loam, and really grading things away. And the last one, it's not something you never thought of when you're walking through a house. Now it's a radioactive gas that comes up from the surface below the home, and it's really prevalent in Canada, all over every province. Every area has different levels of radon, but it's not something you're gonna see, you're not gonna smell it, you're not gonna hear it, you're not gonna taste it. Get your home tested. It's a really quick and inexpensive test, so don't hesitate to do that. The goal was never to find the perfect house. It's to find the ones that are worth worrying about. So next time you see an inspection report with 15 line items on it, focus on the 5 that actually matter, because your home matters.